Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Kerr, I'm the superintendent of schools, and it's my absolute pleasure to see so many of us here to celebrate Pittsford Pride. I'd like to just start by thanking our principals and our nominating staff members that are here this evening, families, friends, special guests for all being here, and most importantly, I'd really like to thank our recipients for making Pittsford a better place on a daily basis. The recipients that are here tonight are here because they truly go out of their way to make Pittsford a better place. They do everything that they can to make a difference in our world, in our community. They do everything that they can to make lives better for other people, including their peers. So just a couple of housekeeping things. Tonight's ceremony will be broadcast on channel 1303, used to be channel 12. And will also be part of a podcast and will be on our district website. Tonight's recognition is really special when you put it into context. We have about 6,000 students in our district, and of the 6,000 throughout the course of the year, we recognize 27. If there's any math people in here who wants to throw out a percentage at me, what percent of our students get recognized for this? I just did it right before I came down here. It's 0.046, I believe. So it's amazing. So the students that are here and are being recognized tonight truly are unique in a very positive way. As far as the process is concerned, each building was tasked with seeking out individuals that exemplified citizenship and leadership in some way, shape, or form. And they have to document why they feel that the students are exemplifying those criteria. And then every building has a committee, and they look over all of the candidates and they read what was shared about them. And each of our 9 buildings puts one student forward. And so the 9 students that are here with us tonight are being recognized as really going out of their way to make life better for others in their school in some way, shape, or form. Outside of tonight, students will be recognized in a lot of different ways, and it just depends really on what building you're in. In some buildings, you may see your picture on a bulletin board. You may hear your names on morning announcements, or you may see your name on a plaque. And additionally, each recipient will work with their principal to decide on a special privilege or gift, ranging from free time to a parking pass at the high school, spirit wear to be a class helper, speaking to other classes, a 2018 card of your choice. It's endless. My point is, outside of tonight, there's a lot of additional recognition that will happen. Tonight we're going to call each student's name individually. What I ask is that as we call your name, if you could stand while we read the nominating letter. And so you can hear all the wonderful things that others had shared about you. After all 9 recognitions are read, students will be asked to come down to this area, and you'll receive your framed certificates, and you'll walk on top up in this area here, and we're going to take several pictures. And that's where parents and families and friends, you're more than welcome to come on up and take as many pictures as you'd like. After this, my sense is many of you will go out for ice cream or dinner or have a lot of fun, and we are heading to the budget hearing. Just down the aisle, you are more than welcome to join there, and that will be held in meeting room 1, which is the library. We're going to go in order. We're waiting for a couple students, so we're gonna mix the order up a little bit. We're gonna start with our Vice President Kim McCluskey, and then if one of the students comes in, then we're gonna turn it over to our President Amy Thomas. So again, just want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you for your support, and I absolutely know that our students wouldn't be here without the support of everyone that's in this auditorium. So thank you.
Good evening. So our first student is a 5th grader at Allen Creek Elementary School, and her name is Hannah Glanton. Hannah? Good evening. So she was nominated by her 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Barr. It is my honor to nominate Hannah Glanton, a 5th grader at Allen Creek Elementary School. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." Hannah has undoubtedly one of the strongest senses of character in a young person that I have ever encountered as an educator. She works with uncompromising dedication and perseverance, shows positive leadership daily, and displays a true kindness to all. Hannah works hard to succeed. Her smile is contagious, and she arrives with all assignments completed with top effort and maintains and models composure during the school day. In addition, she displays the unusual quality of humility. This ability to recognize one's own areas of growth, self-advocate, and keep an open but positive mindset can be difficult at this age, but it is one of Hannah's strengths. There is no doubt that her grit and determination to succeed lead her to success. A good work ethic can be hard to teach. For Hannah, it is who she is. Hannah is a leader. This year, she was elected to Allen Creek Student Council Treasurer. She exemplifies what a leader should be: passionate, knowledgeable, and dedicated to her cause as a student body leader. Hannah demonstrates leadership in chorus, art orchestra, and safety patrol as well. When we are in need of a representative for our homeroom to act as a leader or ambassador for a project, she comes in mind early and easily. Hannah's leadership qualities and confidence stand above the rest. Perhaps more important in my nomination is Hannah's empathy for humanity. Hannah truly has kindness radiating from her core. She is an amazing learning partner in class, helps younger students in the building, and on the bus, and participates in the Friendly Club. Hannah accepts differences in others. She's patient and truly has a keen level of awareness for recognizing gifts in others. That is unusual for her age. Her kindness, sense of self, and empathy will guide her in many ways outside of the classroom throughout her life. Hannah is Allen Creek. She is accepting, cooperative, empathetic, supportive, traits that summarize our school community's focus for social emotional learning and growth. As she moves on to her middle school years, I have no doubt that I will continue to hear of her success in a multitude of ways from anyone she crosses paths with. Hannah is Pittsford Pride. Congratulations. Our next recipient is a 12th grader at Pittsford Engan, Caleb Holford. Please stand up. Good evening. He was nominated by 3 departments in the school: business, counseling, and AV. So each one of them, each one of the departments wrote a little part separately, so there really are 3 different parts I'll be reading. Caleb is one of the major faces of Mendon High School and is a leader in our school community. I've enjoyed my time working with Caleb as one of our Link Crew commissioners. Caleb leads our club in helping freshmen transition to high school. He is always willing to help out the club in whatever is needed, and he attends most every event. He is one of the most friendly, hardworking, and reliable students I have come across. Caleb also is heavily involved in the Mendon Madness production, where he has been a leader in the production and show for all 4 years of high school. Lastly, Caleb cares about the well-being of our school community. Currently, Caleb is leading the sale of Mendon apparel for Spirit Week for the Rainbow Classic, where all the proceeds benefit the Golisano Children's Hospital. While this is a student council event, Caleb has led this activity while not even being a member of student council. The Mendon community will greatly miss Caleb when he graduates this spring. When we think of a student that epitomizes Pittsford Mendon High School and everything that makes this school special, we think of Caleb. Caleb is an active and enthusiastic leader in a variety of school activities, from athletics to theater and drama to Mendon Madness, Mendon Morning Madness, Unified Basketball, and on and on. Caleb is front and center, leading with his ideas, his energy, and his optimism. While he is extremely well known and respected at Mendon, we have had the privilege of getting to know Caleb at a much deeper level through his participation in Unified Basketball. When Caleb enters the gym for Unified Basketball, he brings a leadership presence that is hard to put into words, but it is felt by everyone he encounters. He is naturally gifted while working with students with disabilities. He is kind, compassionate, and sensitive to the needs of others. He has so many gifts and talents, yet he is remarkably humble. We think what makes Caleb so special and unique is that he is completely genuine and sincere. He is simply an outstanding young man. We are proud to know Caleb and proud to give him our highest recommendation for the Pittsford Pride Award. And the last teacher, as a production manager for Morning Madness, Caleb has grown as a leader. Throughout his involvement in Morning Madness, Caleb has learned more about the school as a community and has worked towards unifying the student body. While creating a series of Mendon Mysteries segments on Why Are We the Last True Fans, Caleb learned about the history of our student school spirit group and has made it his mission to strengthen the school pride at events. He has also worked with Mendon Madness spirit leaders to create spirit themes for basketball games and reached out to local businesses for donations for prizes at basketball halftime games. Caleb is a positive role model for his peers. He is looked up to for the way he conducts himself and the respect that he shows everyone in our school community. I believe Caleb would be an excellent candidate to receive the Pittsford Pride Award. Congratulations, Caleb. Our next recipient is an 8th grader at Barker Road, and she was nominated by the blue team. Will Sarah Kelly please stand up? This print is so small, I really have to. Thanks. Sarah embodies all of the characteristics of a good citizen. This lovely young woman shows such compassion to other students and goes out of her way to include kids in groups or activities. She shows her appreciation for the adults around her and the learning environment through her positive attitude, preparedness, and proactive nature. She is a very quiet person, yet she has a welcoming nature and always makes a point of saying hello to the adults around her, staying after to decorate lockers of friends and acquaintances. She is always fully engaged in class and takes risks through her active participation in class discussions. Sarah perseveres in each class and works to do her best on every assessment or activity presented to her. Despite any challenges that come her way, she approaches them with style and grace. Her conscientious nature leads her to be incredibly honest, respectful, pointing out errors that she may have made that the teacher did not pick up on, and asking her teacher about them to adjust her learning. She is involved in band, drama, and after-school clubs, as well as community activities, yet maintains the expectations in her rigorous academic responsibilities. She has demonstrated courage through her thoughtful communication in a time which can be such a challenge for adolescents and overall peer relations. She navigates those things far beyond a typical middle school student and faces them head-on with maturity. In all, Sarah does not draw attention to herself for the consistently fabulous habits that embody exactly what we would wish for all students at Barker Road Middle School. She perseveres through her day with integrity, kindness, responsibility, and dignity, which makes her a perfect candidate for this honor. Congratulations.
Okay, the next recipient is Eliza Agate. Eliza, if you could stand. Eliza is in 5th grade, and she is at Mendon Center Elementary School, and the people who nominated you, Eliza, were Elizabeth Mitchell and Amanda Moon, 3rd grade teachers, Jen Montgomery, a 5th grade teacher, and Chrissy Calieras, the counselor. Eliza Agate is exceptional in every regard and a very deserving recipient of the Pittsford Pride Award. The number of adults who have come forward to nominate Eliza speaks volumes about her, and it is our honor to depict her strength of character. Like many Pittsford students, each day Eliza strives to do her best, be her best, and make a difference in the world around her. We're just lucky to be impacted by it at Menden Center. Eliza came to Menden Center 3 years ago, bright-eyed as she entered 3rd grade. Eliza had spent her primary years at Allen Creek. She was an active participant in her classroom and presented as calm, focused, and ready to put forth good effort. Eliza not only cared about her studies and therefore demonstrated her best work across all curricular areas, but she was a true champion of citizenship. However, her strong character did not end in 3rd grade. Throughout the years, Eliza has consistently stood out as demonstrating a high level of maturity and self-control. However, it's her heart of gold, thoughtfulness, and willingness to work collaboratively with others that truly makes her special. Eliza can be described as an all-American. She has a well-defined moral compass and can be counted on for telling the truth, being honest with peers without being hurtful, and showing true empathy towards others. Her interactions with her friends, classmates, and adults are notable. Eliza is the child who asks the adults, "How are you today?" Each morning, Eliza can be seen popping into the office to see how my weekend was, starting her day with a hug from her former 4th grade teacher, checking in with her former 3rd grade teacher along the way, then sharing her smile with others she encounters in the hallway. All of this before she zestfully enters Mrs. Montgomery's 5th grade class to begin her day. Eliza inspires responsibility and never sees a roadblock she cannot conquer. Outside of the classroom, she's an active participant in many other aspects of life at Menden Center. It was a cold day in December when hundreds of young ladies from across the county gathered at MCC on a Saturday morning to enjoy a brisk 5K run. Eliza, being quite a runner herself, was a girl on the run representing Pittsford on this day. Eliza paced herself, being one of the first to finish, then ran back to support, high five, and give words of encouragement to every single girl coming across that finish line. This is just a normal day in the life of Eliza. She notices when people may need a boost, and she's there to support and raise them up. She enjoys participating in sports and is a fair competitor and a dependable teammate. Eliza practices the same positivity throughout chorus, orchestra, newspaper club, safety patrol, and student council. Outside of school, Eliza is active within her church community and recently attended a United Nations camp for youth in New York City. She participates in marches and rallies that advocate for peace and inclusion of all people. Eliza brings light. She brings positivity. She carries a good attitude and pure optimism. Eliza brings life and energy to any room she enters. Eliza has expressed that she would like to one day be President of the United States so she can make positive changes in our world. Go, girl. What she doesn't realize is that through her smile, caring ways, and love of life, she already has. Eliza, you have our vote. Hashtag My President Eliza Agate 2044. Okay, the next recipient, Lauren Seibel. And unfortunately, Lauren is not with us tonight, but Mark Puma is here to accept her certificate. Lauren is a 12th grader from Sutherland High School, and her nominating members of staff were Beth Kescametti and Ann Kane, who were the faculty advisors for Reality Check Club. We have had the pleasure of working with Lauren for the past 4 years with the Reality Check Club at Sutherland High School. Lauren has made this organization her passion and has been a dynamic member her entire high school career. Reality Check's mission is to make teens aware of the manipulative practices of big tobacco companies and their ongoing attempts to get teens to smoke. As well as being an officer of the club, she's been club president for the last 2 years. She has participated in numerous legislative days in Albany, summer youth summits, and workshops sponsored by the American Lung Association and the Monroe County Smoking Coalition. Last year, she received the Regional Youth Advocate of the Year Award, and just recently was awarded the highest honor as the New York State Youth Advocate of the Year. In Albany, she met with Senator Rich Funke, and he presented a resolution about her award and for the work Reality Check does in the community. Lauren's enthusiasm is felt throughout the school. She very much cares about the health and welfare of her fellow students. She participates and organizes lunchtime activities that enlighten students about the practices of tobacco companies. She has been a guest speaker in health classes at Hawkins Road Middle School numerous times and has spoken at the Pittsford Town Hall meetings. It is with great pleasure that we nominate Lauren for the Pittsford Pride Award. Congratulations. And my final recipient is Charlotte Engan. And Charlotte, I hope you're in the house. Can you please stand? Hi, Charlotte. Charlotte was nominated by Mr. Nicholas Shinta, her 5th grade teacher at Thornell Road Elementary School. At Thornell Road School, we pursue excellence in learning and character. We celebrate and honor each other by respectful, responsible, fair, trustworthy, and caring behaviors. We give our best inside and outside for the classroom. This is who we are, even when no one is watching. In case you've never heard that pledge before, it is the Thornell Road Way. Students recite it every Thursday morning, and it's posted all over the school. Keeping the Thornell Road Way, that is a mouthful, roadway, in mind helps students stay focused on being positive role models and citizens within the community. While Thornell Road is packed with good citizens, some rise above and stand out as true leaders. The student I'm nominating not only lives by the Thornell Road Way, she does so with tremendous integrity, grace, perseverance, and focus. It is my pleasure to nominate Charlotte Engan for the Pittsford Pride Award. Charlotte is a child who shows tremendous integrity while leading by example. Her focus and determination elevates all students around her. Not only does her high quality of work get the attention of her peers, but they then try to match her level of consistency in the classroom. Charlotte raises everyone's effort through her focused questions, as well as projects and presentations. Other students especially take notice when they are paired with Charlotte and get the opportunity to work with her in a small group. One of the main reasons Charlotte is able to stand above all the others at Thornell Road is due to her tremendous poise and balance. She's a hard worker who never gives up and is able to juggle many different activities and responsibilities daily. Charlotte is a member of the Thornell Road's Flag Patrol, Safety Patrol, Student Council, and assisted with new student orientation this past summer. Charlotte participated in an Earth Day poster contest and held a lemonade stand to raise money for a local animal shelter. She plays a myriad of sports, including basketball, soccer, swimming, baseball, tennis, and volleyball. I'm exhausted reading this right now. That's amazing. She's an avid reader who, in her words, finishes at least 10 novels a year, and a budding musician who plays the harp. She's also the best line monitor I've had in 5 years. And your teacher says, no, seriously, nobody argues with her. Charlotte always shows up to school with a smile and a can-do attitude, while keeping in mind how busy Charlotte is on a daily basis and how everything she does is completed at an incredibly high level of excellence in both her academics and sports. I didn't quite understand how she has time to sleep. When I asked Charlotte if she only gets 4 to 5 hours of sleep per night, she laughed and she said she always gets between 9 and 10. Although Charlotte's only 10 years old, she's already mastered time management, which cripples so many adults. Charlotte is able to gracefully stay on top of her many responsibilities both inside and outside of school. She is always in a good mood and helps cultivate a positive classroom environment through her kind and caring ways. Charlotte started our classroom wall of positivity early in the year, and it's continued to grow. Students add motivational quotes and read them when they have free time. The wall is on a whiteboard in the back of the room, which is now covered in quotes written in a variety of brightly colored markers. This wall gives all of the students a sense of pride in their classroom and an outlet for their positivity. Charlotte started this. I'm so impressed with the way the wall has grown throughout the year, I plan to make it a permanent staple in my classroom. Charlotte's perseverance and focus helps her get through each day. I have never heard Charlotte say, I can't do this. She came to my class with a growth mindset already firmly ingrained, which has continued to grow throughout the year. Charlotte looks forward to learning and expanding on her skills, talents, and interests. Charlotte's perseverance is so focused, she has yet to meet an obstacle she couldn't overcome, and her determination spreads to other students, motivating them to work harder and rise to her level. When talking with Charlotte's other teachers, they've also observed this level of focus. Charlotte is well deserving of the Pittsford Pride Award. She radiates the morals and values we work so hard to cultivate in our students. She leads by example, has high integrity, perseverance, and the grace and poise of a ballerina. Thank you, Charlotte, for living the Thornell Road way. Thank you for being such a positive role model for your classmates. Thank you for spreading your integrity and perseverance to others. Please know you truly deserve this award, and I'm incredibly lucky to have taught you this year. Keep up the great work. Please make it up to your namesake beach, although they don't pronounce it the right way, Charlotte Beach. It should be Charlotte Beach. For some abbots and a stroll to the lighthouse at some point this summer. Thanks again for everything, your 5th grade teacher, Mr. Shinta.
I just want to take a step back and say how wonderful this evening is. And I want to thank our Board of Education because this process has changed significantly over the years. And one of the reasons it's changed, and part of our conversation, was how not everyone can choose to be a great athlete. Not everyone can choose to get all A's and be a high academic achiever. But everyone can choose to be a good person. And everyone can choose to be a person that adds a lot of value to our school district. And those are the students that are here tonight. And as I sit here and look at the back wall, I see words like kindness, integrity, fairness, empathy, respect, perseverance, and responsibility. Those are all the things that everyone here emulates. So again, I just want to say thank you. It's an absolute pleasure to be the superintendent of Pittsford Schools in front of such great people. Our next nominee is Zachary More, 8th grader, Calkins Road Middle School. Zach, can you stand up? We are pleased to nominate Zachary More for the Pittsford Pride Award. Zach is being nominated by the Yellow Team at Calkins Road Middle School. Melissa Althouse, Jerry Eckert, Jason Mazel, Marcia Carey, Dottie Augustine, and Amy Daniels all nominated you. Zach is a very well-rounded person. He is kind, empathetic, and thoughtful. Zach is a leader and a valued member of our Calkins Road Middle School family. Zachary strives each day academically to be his very best. He takes advanced level courses and is consistently on high honor roll. Despite his significant academic achievements, Zach remains unassuming and always approachable. Zachary is intellectually curious and always strives to go above and beyond his coursework. He is very generous with his expertise and willingly shares his knowledge with others. Zach is the type of student who works well with any student or group of students, and all students want to work with him. Zach excels beyond the classroom as well. In addition to being actively invested in Science Olympiad, Zach is also involved with Math Counts. Also, he was among the first group of 6th graders invited to participate in Academic Challenge Bowl, and he has been an active participant in this club for 3 years at Calkins Road Middle School. Socially, Zach consistently puts others ahead of himself. He regularly shows concern for both his peers and the adults in his life. His friends turn to him for advice and guidance. As a web leader, Zach has been an amazing role model for our sixth graders. He has shown a strong desire to help the sixth graders feel comfortable in their new environment. As a web leader, Zach has been a risk taker and eager to try new activities and try new roles. Zachary embodies all of the qualities of a Pittsford Pride winner. He is an amazing learner and leader. He has made Calkins Road a better place to be and will no doubt move on to a very successful high school experience at Sutherland. He will be missed by all who have had the pleasure of interacting with him during his time at the middle school. Sincerely, the Yellow Team. Congratulations. Ryan Steele, can you stand please? Ryan is a fourth grader at Jefferson Road Elementary School. And he was nominated by Ms. Johnson, Mrs. Rizzo, Mrs. Crowley, and Mr. Clark. And you're hanging in there too, it's a long night. You're doing awesome. Dear Superintendent Pirro and members of the Board of Education, Ryan Steele is a very special student at Jeff Road Elementary School because when you interact with him, you will always walk away with a smile on your face. Ryan goes out of his way to live our mission statement. On a daily basis, he models with his words and actions what it means to be his best, to do his best, and to make a difference in the lives of others. This is done with purpose and with a warm and kind heart. For example, when our students transition from recess to lunch, there is one student who consistently holds the door open for his peers, and that student is Ryan. He does this because he is always looking for opportunities to show kindness towards and to be in the service of others. Ryan smiles and acknowledges his classmates at every opportunity, and as a result, there is not a single student who does not feel comfortable around him. That's amazing. Ryan will also reach out to students who are alone or students who struggle with making meaningful connections with others. He is open and non-judgmental towards those who have differences. His patience and ability to listen and to validate others is nothing short of remarkable. Ryan is a role model for students and for adults. We are proud to know Ryan, and we celebrate his daily choices and his positive impact on others. Congratulations, Ryan. And our last recipient, Connor Wambach, fifth grader from Park Road. Hey, Connor. Connor, you were nominated by Raina Bryan. This is actually a pretty unique one. It's really cool because she's a kindergarten teacher and you're a fifth grader. It's really cool. I'd like to nominate Connor Wambach for the Pittsford Pride Award. Connor is a fifth grade student at Park Road Elementary School. Since the beginning of the year, Connor has helped one of my kindergarten students every day. He helps this young kindergartner come into the building, walk down the hall to his classroom, take off his boots, tie his shoes, and hang up his backpack and coat. Connor lets my kindergartner know others care and that he has a buddy to turn to. Connor is on a fifth grade safety team in our building and was assigned to help keep order in the halls and in the front foyer. Most of the kindergarten students come in the side door right next to the kindergarten classroom. However, one of my youngest students comes in through our front foyer with his older sibling. The kindergartner was very apprehensive about coming to school the first few weeks, and Connor noticed this. Without anyone asking, Connor took the initiative to take the young student under his wing and help him out. I noticed that my student was coming to the room less upset and more confident. But I did not know that Connor was helping him at the time. Connor would greet him and walk him to the kindergarten door and then just leave quietly without being noticed. As the weather worsened, Connor began bringing the young man into the classroom. He would then carry the boy's coat and backpack. Then he would help him hang them up and make sure his shoes were tied. I have watched Connor week after week and see the care and patience he puts with working with the student. One day, Connor came to my room with another fifth grade student. He introduced the fifth grader to my student and told my student that he wouldn't be at school the next day. He's making subplans. Absolutely, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. He had asked a friend to take care of my kindergartner while he wasn't going to be there. He wanted my student to feel comfortable and not to worry. I was amazed. I don't know many fifth graders that would take the initiative and to be so thoughtful and so caring. It showed Connor's strong understanding of empathy. No one on our staff asked Connor to do this. All of his efforts have been on his own accord. Watching this older student be so kind and giving to a much younger student is heartwarming. Connor exemplifies so many of the qualities we hope to instill in our Pittsburgh students. He isn't looking for a thank you or some congratulations. He's just looking to help out another student. I am thankful for his help and grateful that he has made my students start at Park Road a very good one. I hope you will consider Connor Wembach for the Pittsford Pride Award, and Connor, absolutely we have. Congratulations. So at this point, if I could just have all 8 of you stand up, please. And if all of us can give them one big round of applause. And from the bottom of my heart, from the Pittsburgh School District, I want to thank you all for making us a better place.